walk through the day. Faces moving fast like they all know the way. I smile at the mirrors, but it feels rehearsed, like I'm playing a role I never reversed. Morning coffee cools before I take a sip, watching hours slide through my fingertips. I hear people laughing somewhere down the hall, but none of those sounds are calling me at all. I talk when I should, I nod when I'm told, but every reaction feels carefully folded. I wonder sometimes if I faded somehow, or if this was always the version I am now. Everyone else seems real sharp and alive, running towards something, chasing a sign. I'm standing still in a life that moves on, trying to remember where I belong. And I replay things I never said, conversations living only in my head. No drama, no pain, just a quiet doubt, like I'm almost in, but I'm still locked out. If this is a moment, I hope it will pass. If this is my truth, I'll learn how to last. Everyone else seems real, maybe that's fine. I'm still here, learning how to be mine. I forgot how my voice sounds when no one's around to hear. Words stay quiet in my chest, like they're safer disappearing here. I answer questions in my head before they ever reach my lips. Every thought is half alive, then slowly loses grip. Rooms remember what I don't say, walls don't ask me to explain. I whisper things into the dark just to feel something remain. I forgot how my voice sounds when it's honest, when it's free. I talk in notes I never send, conversations only meant for me. Days go by without a trace, nothing breaks, nothing heals. I laugh when it feels appropriate, even when it doesn't feel real. I wonder if I spoke out loud, would the silence push away, or would someone finally notice I've been fading every day? I forgot how my voice sounds, but I still feel every word, echoes living in my mind, waiting quietly to be heard. If I speak, I may. The day felt longer than me, like it stretched beyond my shape. Hours leaning on my shoulders, asking more than I could take. I woke up with no direction, just the ceiling and my name. Every plan felt borrowed, every step felt slightly late. People moved with purpose, like they knew where they belonged. I kept walking in between them, trying not to feel too wrong. The day felt longer than me, heavy like unfinished lines. Every second kept reminding I was running out of time. I paused at every crossroad, even when the light was green, wondering if standing still was safer than being seen. No tragedy, no ending, just a quiet sense of doubt, like I'm present in the moment, but I don't know what it's about. The day felt longer than me, and I couldn't keep the pace. I let moments pass right through me without leaving any trace. By the time the sky grew darker, I was tired in my bones, not from moving too much forward, but from carrying it alone. If tomorrow feels the same way, I'll still get up and try. Maybe one day I'll feel taller than the hours passing by. The day felt longer than me, but I stayed until it ended, still hoping I will grow into the life I've been given.
I stay, things leave, that's how it always goes. Moments slip out quietly before I even know. I hold doors open for the past, let it walk right through. Every time I learn a name, it learns how to become a few. People promise easy words, then slowly fade away. I don't ask them to explain, I just smile and let them stray. I stay, things leave, like I'm built to remain, standing in the same place while the world rearranges. Again, I pack my heart in smaller boxes, just in case it breaks. I don't chase what's walking off, I've had enough mistakes. There's comfort in the constant, even when it's cold. At least I know this feeling, I've been carrying it for years now. I stay, things leave, and I'm tired of pretending that I'm strong enough to watch every simple ending. No anger, no goodbye, just space where something was, like a picture on the wall that still remembers us. Maybe one day something stays and chooses not to run. Until then I'll be right here when everything is done. I stay, things leave, but I'm learning how to breathe, even if the only thing that stays is the part that's still in me.
Nothing happened, still tired, like I ran but stayed in place. No mistakes, no disaster, just the same unchanging days. I woke up without a reason, checked the time, checked my phone. Every message felt familiar, every silence felt well known. The sun moved across the window like it does every day. I watch shadows change positions, but my thoughts all stayed the same. Nothing happened, still tired. No excuse I can't explain. It's not sadness, it's not anger, just a quiet, constant wait. I smiled when it was expected, answered fine like it's a rule. Even rest feels complicated when your mind refuses to cool. I didn't fall, I didn't fail, didn't lose and didn't win. Still my chest feels slightly heavy, like I'm carrying something in. Nothing happened, still tired, even after getting sleep. Some exhaustion lies much deeper, some things wake before you speak. Maybe I've been holding moments I was never meant to keep. Maybe letting go takes effort, more than promises you keep. If tomorrow feels familiar, I'll still try to show up right. Nothing happened, still tired, but I made it through the night. And for now that feels like something, even if it's small and quiet. Nothing happened, still tired, still here and still surviving it. I don't know who this is for. These words I keep arranging, they sit between my fingers, never brave enough to change things. I write them down in margins of days that look the same, hoping someone might read them without asking for my name. I don't know who this is for. It's not a call for help, not a letter full of answers, just a note I left myself. I speak in half intentions, pause before every truth, afraid that if I say too much, I'll sound like I'm confused. People say it gets better, like it's written somewhere clear, but every step I try to take feels like it disappears. I don't know who this is for, but it keeps me company. These unfinished explanations of who I'm trying to be. It's not sadness, not a warning, just a question standing still like a room without a purpose. But I'm living in it still. If someone hears this someday and it sounds a little wrong, maybe that means they've been here too, trying to feel where they belong. I don't know who this is for, but tonight I let it play. If these words don't find a meaning, at least they found a way. I don't know who this is for, but it helped me make it through. existing without a reason, like a page without a line. I wake up in the daylight just to watch it pass by. No map inside my pocket, no finish I can see. I follow little moments, they don't seem to follow me. I move through crowded hours with a quiet kind of grace, nodding at familiar faces, never sure I'm in the right place. Existing without a reason, but I'm breathing all the same. Holding on to simple habits, calling comfort by its name. I make plans for later evenings, cancel half of them in my head. Some days feel like gentle whispers, some like words I never said. I don't need a grand direction or a sign to make it clear. Sometimes standing in the middle is the only place I'm near. Existing without a reason isn't empty, just unsure. Like a song without a chorus, still unfinished, still sincere. If tomorrow asks me something, I'll answer what I can. I may not know the purpose, but I'm doing what I am. And I'll keep walking through the questions, let them soften as they go. Existing without a reason still feels honest, still feels slow. And maybe that's enough for now, to stay, to try to listen. Existing without a reason, but present in each moment given. I walk past conversations I wasn't in, laughter spilling out of open doors, names I don't know, stories have begun, echoing across the floor. I catch pieces of a moment, like postcards never sent, smiles that don't belong to me, words I overheard but never meant. I sit quietly at the edges of tables pushed too close, watching people trade their memories like something everyone knows. Conversations I wasn't in still somehow stay with me. I replay them in my head, wondering who I'm supposed to be. I nod at jokes I don't understand, just to keep the rhythm right. Sometimes blending into silence feels safer than the light. I don't blame anyone here, no one shut the door on me. I just arrive between the sentences, too late to join naturally. Conversations I wasn't in keep teaching me somehow about timing and about distance and where I stand right now. I've learned how to listen carefully without asking to belong, how to stay inside the moment even when it feels wrong. Maybe one day I'll speak up, catch a line before it ends. Until then I'll keep on passing conversations I wasn't in. They fade out as I walk away, still ringing in my mind. Not every story needs my voice, some are only passing by. I blend into background noise, like a sound you barely hear. Always there but never noticed, fading in and out each year. I move quietly through moments, careful not to interrupt. Every room already full enough, I don't wanna mess it up. People talk above my shoulders, plans are made without my name. I listen more than I respond, just to keep things feeling the same. I blend into background noise, like a radio left on low. Not distracting, not important, just a hum you come to know. I've learned how to take up less space, how to laugh at the right time, how to disappear politely when the spotlight isn't mine. No one tells me to be silent, no one asks me not to speak. It's a habit I collected, trying not to look too weak. I blend into background noise in cafes and crowded trains. Every face is going somewhere, everywhere but where I am. Sometimes I wonder if I vanished, would it change the shape of things? Or would life keep moving forward without noticing the missing? I don't need a sudden echo, I don't need to shake the room. Just a moment where my voice lands and doesn't fade away too soon. Until then I'll keep existing, soft and steady, not a choice. I blend into background noise, still here, still making noise. This life on low volume, like I turn the world down slow. Every sound feels distant, but I still hear it though. People speak in bold emotions, highs and lows I barely feel. I'm somewhere in the middle, trying to tell what's real. I walk through days on quiet, nothing sharp enough to stay. Moments blur into each other, then gently drift away. This life on low volume, no silence, no surprise, just a steady hum of living passing softly by my eyes. I laugh a little later, react a beat behind, like my heart needs extra seconds, just catch the line. I don't need fire or answers, I don't need to feel brand new. I just wanna turn it up enough to know I'm coming through. This life on low volume still carries every sound, even whispers leave a mark when the room is quiet now. I notice little details, the way the evening bends, how the day gives up so easily and somehow always ends. Maybe one day I'll reach for more, turn the dial and let it play. But for now I'm listening closely to what this quiet has to say. This life on low volume isn't broken, just restrained. I'm still here, still listening and learning how to feel again. That's the answer I give. Not lost, not found, just learning how to live. I show up on time, stand where I'm supposed to stand. Every question feels simple, every answer feels planned. I move through the motions like I practiced the part, keeping things steady around a fragile heart. I'm here, I guess, in the middle of it all, not rising too high, not ready to fall. People ask what I'm feeling, I say fine and move on. It's easier than explaining what I can't put in a song. I carry small doubts in the pockets of my day. They don't slow me down, they just don't go away. I'm here, I guess, watching moments pass, trying not to measure my future by my past. There's comfort in routine, even when it feels thin. Some days survival feels like a quiet wind. I don't need a spotlight, I don't need a sign, just a reason to believe this time is still mine. I'm here, I guess, and tonight that will do. I may not feel certain, but I'm staying right through. If tomorrow asks more of me, I'll answer the best I can. I'm here, I guess, still part of the plan. Nothing personal, just empty. That's the best way I can say. It's not about what you did, it's how everything feels this way. I wake up with no resistance, no excitement, no regret. Like a room without its furniture, nothing broken, nothing said. I answer calls, I show up, I do everything I should, but the feeling doesn't follow, even when the moments are good. Nothing personal, just empty. No one's fault, no one's wrong. It's like hearing all the right notes, but they never form a song. I don't feel heavy or shattered, just a quiet lack of weight. Like I'm waiting for a signal that keeps coming in too late. People talk about their passions like a fire I should know. I smile, listen carefully, pretend I feel the glow. Nothing personal, just empty. Not a cry, not a plea, just a space where something used to be that hasn't come back to me. I try to name the feeling, but it slips right through my hands. It's not sadness, it's not anger, just something I don't understand. Maybe it's a season passing, maybe rest before a spark. I keep moving through the daylight, even when it feels like dark. Nothing personal, just empty. Still I breathe and still miss a version of me. I don't know where they went. Someone lighter in the mornings, before the doubts all settled in. I used to speak without thinking, laugh until my chest felt sore. Now I measure every sentence like I've said too much before. I miss a version of me who believed things worked out fine, who thought time was on my side, not something slipping by. I still recognize the mirror, but something feels replaced. Same face, same expressions, just moving at a different pace. Small ambitions, dreams that felt so close to touch. Now they sit inside old notebooks like I asked for too much. I miss a version of me who didn't second guess every choice, every feeling, every moment of success. Life didn't break me loudly, changed me piece by piece, little compromises daily, until I forgot what felt like me. I don't blame the years behind me, they did what they could do. I learned how to keep things steady, even when I felt untrue. I miss a version of me, but maybe they still exist in quiet thoughts and habits I haven't fully missed. If I listen closely enough through the noise of who I am, I might hear that older voice saying you're still doing what you can. A version of me, but I'm learning how to stay. Maybe growing means remembering what to carry, what to save. Too late to feel new, it's a thought I wake up with. Every day feels familiar, like a well-worn script. I've seen this kind of morning, heard these sounds before. Nothing wrong with the moment, just nothing I'm waiting for. I try on different feelings, but they don't seem to fit, like I've already lived them before I noticed it. Too late to feel new, not broken, not afraid, just tired of pretending the surprises still remain. I remember chasing first times, thinking they would never end. Now I hold on to routines like they're my closest friend. People talk about beginnings like they happen all the time. I smile, nod, and wonder if I miss the starting line. Too late to feel new, but I'm still moving ahead, learning how to be present in what's already been said. It's not that joy has left me, it just arrives more slow. Quiet moments take their place, where excitement state of mind. Too late to feel new, but not too late to feel real. There's honesty in knowing exactly what I feel. If this is where I'm standing, I won't wish it away. Too late to feel new, still here, still choosing to stay. Too late to feel new, but maybe that's okay. Everyone's busy being someone, running hard in different lanes, names attached to expectations, trying not to feel the strain. I watch lives from the sidelines, applause filling up the room. Everyone looks like they're moving, like they know what they're becoming soon. Everyone's busy being someone, chasing titles, chasing proof, building stories out of moments, trying to make them all feel true. I hold questions in my pocket that I never learned to spend, wondering if I'm falling behind, or just taking different bends. People talk about their progress like it's measured and it's clear. I nod along and smile softly, even when I'm not sure why I'm here. Everyone's busy being someone, I'm just trying to stay aligned with a quieter kind of purpose that doesn't ask to be defined. I don't need a louder answer, I don't need a perfect role. I'm learning how to sit with myself without rushing toward a goal. Some days feel like standing still, others like I'm out of time, but I keep showing up anyway, trying to read between the lines. Everyone's busy being someone, I'm learning how to just be me, without the pressure of becoming what the world expects to see. If I arrive a little later, if my path looks undefined, I'll trust this pace I'm walking, even when I'm left behind. Everyone's busy being someone, I'm busy learning how to stay present in this quiet moment, and let that be okay. I watch days pass me by like scenes I don't step in. Morning turns into evening before I know where I've been. The calendar keeps moving, crossing out the same intentions, writing new ones in my mind. I watch days pass me by from a quiet corner seat. Life keeps rushing through the station. I'm counting steps instead of feet. People talk about their weekends like they're trophies on display. I smile and listen closely, then let the moment fade away. I don't feel stuck or broken, just slightly out of sync, like my heart walks half a step behind the way I think. I watch days pass me by, not wasted, not complete. Each one leaves a gentle mark and disappears beneath my feet. Sometimes I try to hurry, speed up what I can't control, but rushing never brings me closer to the answers that I hope to know. So I breathe inside the seconds, let them teach me how to stay, even if all I'm learning is how to live one quiet day. I watch days pass me by and I'm still standing here, not chasing every moment, not drowning in the fear. If time is moving forward, I'll move with it somehow. I may not lead the rhythm, but I'm listening now. I watch days pass me by, and though they don't wait for me, I'm learning how to meet them where I am, honestly.
I don't belong anywhere long. Every place feels temporary, like I'm just passing through, never meant to stay where I'm standing. I get comfortable too quickly, and something shifts inside. Rooms start feeling unfamiliar, even when nothing's changed outside. I don't belong anywhere long. I pack light without a plan. Every goodbye feels unfinished, like I didn't say all that I can. People ask me where I'm rooted, I laugh and change the tone. It's easier than explaining why nowhere feels like home. I learn the shape of moments, then quietly let them go. Just when things feel steady is when I feel the pull to go. I learn the shape of moments and quietly let them go. Just when things feel steady is when I feel the pull to go. I don't belong anywhere long, not out of fear or pride. There's just a restlessness in me I've never learned to hide it. I make friends with the in-between, bus stops, late night trains, places meant for waiting, where nothing asks my name. Sometimes I envy those who settle, who know exactly where to land, but I keep moving gently like I'm following a different plan. I don't belong anywhere long, but I belong to every mile. Every step has taught me something, even if it stayed a while. Maybe home is just the motion, not the place I leave behind. I don't belong anywhere long. So I'll keep walking forward, let the road sing its song. I don't belong anywhere long, but I'm still moving on. I don't belong here. Ooh, I don't belong anywhere long, but I'm brand new. Silence isn't peaceful anymore. It used to feel like rest. Now it presses on my shoulders, won't let my thoughts reset. I turn off every distraction, let the room breathe in the dark. But the quiet keeps on talking, leaving questions, leaving marks. Silence isn't peaceful anymore. It echoes what I hide. Every feeling I avoided finds a voice when I'm inside. I sit with all the moments I was too busy to feel. Now they line up patiently, asking me what's real. I used to crave the stillness, thought it meant I'd finally cope. Now it feels like empty space where I misplaced my hope. Silence isn't peaceful anymore. It doesn't let me go. Every memory grows louder when there's nothing else to know. I breathe slow, count the seconds, try to calm my racing mind, but the quiet keeps reminding me of what I left behind. It's not noise that breaks me down, it's the absence of sound. When there's nowhere left to hide and no one else around. Silence isn't peaceful anymore, but I stay here anyway, learning how to listen closer to what my heart won't say. Maybe peace is something different, not the absence of the fight. Maybe it's just staying present, even when it doesn't feel right. Silence isn't peaceful anymore, but tonight I let it be. If this quiet has a lesson, I'll sit here long enough to see. I exist between moments, not where stories begin, not where endings arrive, just somewhere in between. I don't show up in highlights, I don't stand in the frame. I live in the pauses where nothing gets named. People rush toward their futures, carry plans in their hands. I linger in seconds that don't understand. I exist between moments in the quiet delay. After
after something has ended, before something can stay. I breathe in the stillness that others ignore, where time isn't asking for anything more. I watch words form slowly, then fall back inside. Some thoughts feel too fragile to bring them outside. I don't need a conclusion, I don't need a sign. I'm learning how meaning arrives in its time. I exist between moments, not lost, not found, just listening closely to the absence of sound. There's comfort in waiting without needing to know who I'll be tomorrow, or where I should go. I collect little feelings that don't fit in a line, small sparks of awareness that tell me I'm fine. If life is a rhythm, I don't need the beat. I exist between moments where silence and living meet. So I'll stay in the spaces others hurry right through. I exist between moments, and for now that feels true. Nobody asked, so I didn't say. I kept my thoughts in line, smiled at the right moments, let the questions pass me by. I learned how to read the room before I spoke a word. Some feelings need permission just to know they can be heard. Nobody asked, so I didn't say. What stayed heavy in my chest, it's easier to stay quiet than explain what I can't express. People talk about their struggles like they're ready to be seen. I'm not alone, listen closely, hide the spaces in between. I carry whole conversations that never left my head. Answers wait impatiently for questions never said. Nobody asked, so I didn't say. It didn't feel like the right time. I didn't want to shift the mood or cross an invisible line. It's not that I don't trust anyone or that I'm afraid to share. I just don't know how to speak when no one's standing there. Some truths feel too personal to place into the air. They don't need an audience, just space and quiet care. Nobody asked, so I didn't say. But the words still found their way. They sit with me in silence at the ending of each each day. Maybe someday someone will ask, and I'll know what to do. Until then, I'll keep listening and holding what is true. Nobody asked, so I didn't say. But I'm still here all the same, learning when to speak out loud, and when silence knows my name. I keep things to myself, not because I don't care. Some thoughts feel safer staying quietly right there. I learned how to listen closely before I ever speak. Some stories lose their meaning when they sound too weak. Keep things to myself, like letters never sent, words folded into corners of moments already spent. People say I'm doing fine, and maybe that is true. I just don't share the parts of me I'm still trying to get through. I smile appropriated, laugh right on cue. It's easier than explaining all the things I never do. I keep things to myself, not hiding, just unsure. Some feelings need more time before they feel secure. I don't wanna sound dramatic or heavier than I am. I just need a little silence to understand where I stand. Some truths feel unfinished, like songs without a key. They don't ask to be performed, they just stay inside of me. I keep things to myself, and maybe that's okay. Not every thought needs daylight, not every night needs day. If someone ever asks me, and I feel ready to, I'll open up the quiet parts and let them through. Until then, I keep breathing, carrying what I felt. I keep things to myself, while learning how to trust myself.
This isn't sad, just hollow, like a house with all the lights on. Every room feels occupied, but something in me is gone. I laugh at all the right moments, say I'm fine and mostly am, but there's a quiet space inside I don't quite understand. This isn't sad, just hollow, no tears running down my face, just a feeling that I'm standing in someone else's place. I go through every motion like I've done 1,000 times. Every second feels familiar, every thought is out of time. I remember when emotions used to hit me like the rain. they fall so softly I can barely feel the pain. This isn't sad, just hollow like a song without a key. All the words are in the right place, but they don't sound like me. People talk about their fire, how it keeps them wide awake. I smile, listen carefully, wonder what mine would take. I don't feel lost or broken, I don't feel the need to cry, just a calmness that feels heavier the longer days go by. This isn't sad, just hollow, and I'm learning how to stay with a feeling that feels unfinished but hasn't gone away. Maybe something slowly growing in the quiet I don't fight. Maybe this empty space is making room for light. This isn't sad, just hollow, but I'm still here, still home, waiting for the moment when the feeling finds its soul. I'm not lost, just unplaced, like a word without a line. I know I'm moving forward, just not on a clear design. I walk through open spaces that don't ask me who I am. Every path feels temporary, like it wasn't in the plan. I'm not lost, just unplaced, I still know what feels true. I carry all the right intentions, just waiting where to use. I see people find their corner, settle into who they'll be. I'm still shifting shapes and seasons, letting life keep shaping me. There are days I doubt the process, wonder if I missed a turn. But something in me stays steady, like a quiet thing I've learned. I'm not lost, just unplaced, not afraid, just unsure. Some directions take their time before they finally feel secure. I don't need a final answer or a label I can wear. I'm collecting little moments that remind me I'm still there. I've learned that standing still is sometimes how you grow. Roots don't always show themselves before they start to hold. I'm not lost, just unplaced, and I'm learning how to trust that meaning doesn't rush to find you. It arrives when it must. If this space is where I'm standing, I won't push it all away. I'm not lost, just unplaced, still becoming every day. Life keeps moving, I pause, like I missed the signal somehow. Everything around me is changing, I'm still standing here right now. People rush into their mornings with places they need to be. I take one more breath than needed, let the moment sit with me. Life keeps moving, I pause, not stuck, just feeling slow, trying to read between the seconds before deciding where to go. I watch buses pass my corner,
Conversations fade and start. Every sound feels slightly distant, but I hear them in my heart. I'm not afraid of the future, I just don't wanna run. Some things ask for patience before they're meant to be begun. Life keeps moving, I pause like the world won't wait for me. But there's something in this stillness that feels honest, feels like me. I've learned that speed isn't courage, and stopping isn't defeat. Sometimes you find your direction by feeling where your feet meet. I replay small decisions, wonder how they shape my days. Not to change what's already happened, just to understand my ways. Life keeps moving, I pause, and I let it pass my view. Every moment doesn't need action, some just need to be lived through. If tomorrow pulls me forward, I'll step when I'm ready to move. Life keeps moving, I pause, trusting stillness knows me too. Life keeps moving, I pause, but I'm not falling behind. I'm learning how to walk in rhythm with my own sense of time. I'm still here somehow, after all the quiet days, after doubts I never named, and roads I walked halfway. I didn't win or lose, didn't break, didn't shine. I just kept on breathing, letting time take its time. I'm still here somehow, with a heart that learned to wait. Not untouched, not fearless, just a little worn by fate. I watch dreams change their shape, some faded, some stayed small. I learned how to keep going without answers to it all. There were nights I questioned everything, mornings I felt unsure, but every step I didn't quit taught me how to endure. I'm still here somehow, not stronger, just more real. I've learned the quiet courage of staying with what I feel. I don't have a perfect ending, no grand reveal inside, just a steady kind of presence, still choosing to survive. I've learned that being here is sometimes more than enough. You don't have to be fearless, just brave enough to stay when it's tough. I'm still here somehow, and that truth feels clear tonight. After all the passing moments, I'm still standing in this light. If this is